In June 1944, Adolf Hitler thought he was safe when he was in the Berghof, his headquarters in southeast Germany. But he was wrong. The British were coming up with a plan for his assassination, called Operation Foxley. Today, military specialists have gathered to evaluate if the plan could have been a success.
I'm fascinated by Operation Foxley because this is an operation of such magnitude, the assassination of Adolf Hitler. It's incredible, it's breathtaking.
The man behind Operation Foxley was an officer codenamed LBX, a backroom boy in the Special Operations Executive, or SOE. SOE was Churchill's secret army created for sabotage, terrorism and assassination. But the politics had begun. General Gubbins, the head of SOE, was pushing for assassination, but Brigadier Minges, the head of the Secret Intelligence Service, SIS, thought the death of Hitler would thwart the Allies' plans for Germany after the war.
The truth is, we at SIS walk in soft shoes. You at SOE walk in spats. You like loud music. We like silence.
Your silence can be particularly deadly.
In a move to keep control, Minges appointed a junior officer to help LBX access secret files.
Good morning, sir. I thought you might need some intelligence.
So you've come to spy on me, Miss Cathcart.
LBX began the planning of Operation Foxley by asking how, when, who and where would be the best way to kill Hitler. LBX discovered a Polish prisoner of war who was being trained as an agent. He could be part of the Foxley team.
You give me a bomb and war will be finished.
LBX put the word out that he wanted to find the man who could actually pull the trigger, a sniper.
LBX?
Huh?
Right. I've sent you a list of first-class marksmen. There's a chap you may be interested in, just back from the front. He's military trained, an infantryman. Now he's a sniping instructor in one of our special training schools.
But some, including LBX's boss, Colonel Thornley, were not happy that a plan was taking shape at all. They believed Hitler should be left in charge because as the war progressed, so Hitler's military mistakes were helping lead the Allies to victory. As for LBX, his job was to make the plan perfect, and he was thinking the best way to kill Hitler was with a sniper's bullet. Now he had to work out from where the shot could be fired.
There were several options where a sniper could take a shot. In Berlin, but there we knew the security was maximum. At a public appearance, but we knew these were less frequent. Or at the Berghof.
Berghof lies in an amphitheatre of the Bavarian Alps, adjacent to the former Austrian frontier. The greater part of the area is hilly and densely wooded, and should therefore provide for good cover, even in winter.
Einfach zum Berghof. Hier ist der Berghof, Hitlers Sommersitz. Ja. Hier ist die Wohnung Hitler. Arbeitszimmer und auf der anderen Seite Schlafzimmer. Ja, war sehr schön, ja. Ganz schön. Hier eine Idylle im Berghof. Das ist hier privat, so keine Regierung. Das ist Hitler ganz privat, nicht in seinem Haus.
We knew the Berghof was a place of beauty, and that made it even more grotesque that so much evil was plotted there. Hitler had been going there since the 30s, and since then he'd cocooned himself with his inner circle on and off throughout the war. A lot of information about the Berghof had already been collated, but I spread the word that I needed something new. It was Rachel and the SIS who would provide the breakthrough.
He's been told you're an intelligence officer. He's part of Hitler's own personal guard detail, but fell out of favour due to a fondness of schnapps. We've even got a photograph of them together.
We can tell who it is from the back of his head.
It was incredible. We'd got our hands on a POW who'd actually been part of the VAC company, Hitler's personal guard detail. My challenge was to trick him into a sense of security, play him with what I already knew to see if he'd give me something I didn't.
Looks like a good place to be posted.
It's a view from the terrace. My God, I swear. You can stand there and feel glorified. Nothing compares. All around thick forest, pine. Some areas like around the tea house seem like they are always in the nighttime.
Snow falls fairly early because of altitude, sometimes as early as September.
It must have made security impossible with the forest so thick.
The hills were much worse. Running up and down all the time.
But you'd have got all these buildings, Hitler's residence, houses for Bormann, Göring, the domestic staff, SS barracks presumably, and not to mention the tea houses and the hotel.
There was no hotel.
I'm sorry, I thought there was a hotel. I have most of the buildings listed, but could you?
This was a hotel. Now it is a hospital. They bring the wounded Gebirgsjäger from Norway and such places and put them in there.
Troops returning from Norway are posted to units around the Berghof.
This is me.
Really?
We're all so proud. All the guards were. We were the closest bodyguards to Hitler. We were right on his doorstep.
Security personnel, taken care of by the RSD. These are the military police. The RSD patrol are usually accompanied by dogs. Passes are dark blue and all require a stamp. Civilian pickets. These civilian sentry posts guard the outer areas and the roads. They look like ordinary workmen and are a very mixed type, but reliable Nazis of high standing. SS Führer Begleitet Commando formed the inner circle of protection.
It must have been a nightmare. Not knowing when he was going to come, when he was going to leave, what he was going to do when he was there.
He might not do as planned or as predicted. He changes his mind and he changes his plans. But when Hitler is at the Berghof, he always goes for his morning walk to the Moslaner tea house.
What do you mean, his morning walk?
He always sticks to the same routine. Rises 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Goes to see his barber. Then he goes for his morning walk. It's always downhill, 15 to 20 minutes. This is his time. There's an SS guard at each end of the walk and an SS man patrolling the route. But Hitler cannot bear to feel himself being watched. At the Berghof he feels 100% safe. He even flies a swastika when he is there, which you can see from a cafe in the town. This is his world. His house, his world.
He's got a routine. He's got a bloody routine. Okay. So here 9 o'clock. Here 10 o'clock to the barber's for that daft moustache. And then off for his 20-minute walk to the tea house. And there's no guards. He doesn't allow them. So, the path can be seen in the main from this century here. And only in part by this century here. From here to here. There's no one. He's on his own.
Ja, wenn Hitler unterwegs war zum Teehaus, da sind wir so 70 Meter etwa hinterhergegangen. Aber da wurde nicht gefragt, ob man bewaffnet ist oder nicht. Man konnte hingehen als Person, aber unbewaffnet. Aber zur Uniform gehörte nun mal eine Waffe am Kopf. Das gehörte zur Kleidung, aber das würde nicht unbedingt sein müssen.
How do we know he's there?
Your VAC company bloke is emphatic about the existence of a swastika flag that flies every time he's at the Berghof. And it can be seen from a cafe in the town.
Auf dieser Seite ist das Hitlers Haus, der Berghof. Und der Hitler ist dann hier so lang gegangen, hier durch das Freigelände. Und hier war das Teehaus. Das ist Teehaus. Das war hier Freigelände. Man hätte von da, hätte man vielleicht Hitler umbringen können. Von der Entfernung. Hier war die Möglichkeit, wo das Gelände frei war.
Hitler is so complacent, he thinks that he's invulnerable in his own home, and that is his only true place of vulnerability. We've got him.
Now I really was racing against time. Paris was liberated, the Eastern Front was cracked. But every victory was a defeat for my plan going operational. Those saying it was better to leave Hitler in charge, where he could mess up, were becoming more vocal. And my boss Thornley took it upon himself to try and skewer my plan.
When did you write this?
Yesterday.
Who's got it?
Everyone.
As a strategist, Hitler has been of the greatest possible assistance to the British war effort.
Although the military situation has been temporarily stabilized on the Western Front, it must be remembered that the military power of Germany has not yet been decisively defeated.